Anyway, so we're talking about our 5G new radio. Everything here is 3GPP release 15 base. I don't know if you're familiar with the Nokia, the way we do roadmaps, but everything here is around based on 5G18A. So the feature sets, everything we're talking about is basically what's available in that software release. So even the hardware support and stuff. If you saw the AirScale one, that's like 5G19. Those are ones we're going to be supporting in upcoming releases as well. All right. So what we're talking here is just the technology, is the use cases that we have here, and basically, fix that. So obviously looking at the new spectrum assets that 3GPP is leveraging to make 5G services happen, millimeter wave frequency as well as sub 6 gigahertz frequency, kind of in the mid-band range. Basically, we've seen millimeter wave has limited propagation, so this is where you're going to see like capacity uplift, using hotspot deployments, really where there's large concentrations of people that are out there. And then 3.5 is where I think mobility is going to happen, right? This is where you can have continuity of service, providing 5G services as people move around. I got a couple use cases more specifically around how we're seeing some operators deploy that in different locations. So, obviously one of the key features around 5G is beamforming, right? The idea that you can take and concentrate the energy such that you can direct the beam to an individual user. And I think this is really cool because, when you're looking at traditional cells, you get coverage, you get overlap, you get reflections, you really get a lot of signal noise interference. But here with beamforming, you can see you get non-overlapping, you get great signal noise ratio, getting the throughput capability. So, come on, move. There we go. All right. And one of the key things about 5G is leveraging the existing assets out there. So we're supporting NSA 3X. That's what we're doing in our 5G 18A release. We're essentially our 5G BTS is connected to a 4G EPC. And essentially everything you see here, these demos I'm going to go through in a sec, is using this right side of it, where we have a Qualcomm UE connected to 5G G-Node B connected to a 4G EPC. And this is a cloud EPC that we have right there. Obviously then when you get into supporting LTE services, you have multi-connectivity where you can actually provide continuity of services because we're not going to have 5G coverage everywhere. We want to make sure you can seamlessly transition between all those different things. So, I'm going to go through the specific use case that we're doing right here, which you see with the videos and stuff back here. And this is pretty cool because this is something we're doing with British Telecom. Okay. It's a joint demo we have here on the stand. Okay. Basically, British Telecom is looking at 5G for use with their BT Sport division. Yeah. So like one of the ways they want to use BT Sport really wants to enhance the fan experience. Right. And what they want to do is they want to use 4K video, basically getting into the stadiums. But what they're finding is they want to bring the 4K cameras in. It's all got to be wired, right? Because these things aren't equipped to be able to carry this within their infrastructure. So they're going in to get the cameras up high, then stands down low on the field and things. It's a very cumbersome. You got to do it all ahead of something, especially when it's ad hoc kind of environments or arenas, like I said, that don't have fiber already equipped. So what they're doing is they basically want to take 4K cameras and equip them with 5G. Okay. Just what you look at 5G being TDD based, where literally every TTI, every millisecond, you can dynamically change the uplink and downlink characteristics, right? And with the huge capacity that you have available, it has the throughput to be able to carry this video content uplink. So they equip the 5G cameras, transmit it over uplink into a centralized cloud mixing facility here. And then here they can then go and take this content and then either deliver it over the air, deliver it to the end user, or bring it back to the fans in the stadium such that they can go and choose the fan experience that they want. So they can choose the camera angle they want to look at. If they miss the play or they want to re-see it, they call, hey ref, I told you, look at that, man. You can pause and replay and slow down and things like that. That's one of basically the use case overall that they want to do. So what we're doing is we are bringing this basically, the demonstration, the idea specifically on the uplink, say, okay, can this really be done? So we have a 5G research and design facility in Oulu, Finland, which is 300 kilometers north of Helsinki. Okay. And what we've done is we've worked with BT Sport, where you'll see these videos, which I'll talk about a little bit more, but basically BT Sport went out to a football match, and they recorded, it was Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal on January 14th, and they went out and they got multi-sync recordings of these from different cameras. We then brought this into our lab in Oulu, an actual BT Sports server that they use to stream this content out into it. And we are streaming this live over our system in Oulu. This is then being stitched together and then delivered then to here into Barcelona. This is happening live right now.
Okay.
And that's really what you see right here. So each one of these streams is a 28 megabit per second stream. So that's what's coming here over the air and is being stitched together into this one view that you see right there. And what's really cool is if you look at the actual things, everything is synced perfectly because this is the same view but from different camera angles, right? Well, for BT Sport, it's actually very, very important that it's all synced up properly because they want to give a really good fan experience. So 5G doesn't introduce any delays into any of the videos, each being an individual stream being sent over the 5G link. So, additionally, just so you know, in the lab itself, this is over our 3.5 gigahertz system. It's actually running at 100 megahertz channel bandwidth. We also have a 28 gigahertz system running in the lab, and that's where these KPIs that you see, this is where they're coming from right there. And essentially, so we have video here, and we're just doing iPerf basically to generate that traffic. But you can see here the extreme throughput and that very low latency that's happening within the network. And the latency is basically from one side of the G node B basically through the device, so right here. So it's a round trip latency within it. So it's not to here, right? So.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going to bring them over here in just a sec. Okay. And then here, what you see here is like on the downlink side, we have a prototype Qualcomm device with its commercial X50 chipset. And this is local here. The G node B, our AirScale BTS is behind the wall. It's a wired demo. Basic idea that you go on the uplink and then you bring it downlink to the end user here. But we're starting to get the ecosystem together. So what I'd like to do is actually invite you into Oulu. Okay?
Yeah.
I want to take you to the Oulu lab, and I want to do it through virtual reality. Okay? So, all right. So we can support two of you. So if one of you wants to see it. Now what we've done is we've modeled a 5G lab. This is really what it looks like. These are the Qualcomm devices that you see.